everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mishel, and today we are going to be reviewing a very special book, and that is Becoming Adapted for Young Readers by Mishel Obama. I am more than beyond excited to be reviewing this book for you guys, but before we get into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. Alright, so let's get straight into this book review. So I'm going to start out by giving you guys my rating, which will be a flat, straight out 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved reading this book, and I think it's great for young readers who are still finding their way into this world, who don't know what they want to be when they grow up, who still have many of their hobbies and interests to explore and learn new things and create new interests and hobbies. Mishel Obama did a really good job of highlighting how she was still becoming and how everybody is still becoming, and no matter what your age is, no matter how young you are, you are always going to still be becoming. Like, even when you die, you won't fully have become and explored your full self, because you have so many different areas to you. And some people, another lesson that I learned from this book is that sometimes we as human beings don't really want to challenge ourselves. We kind of want to stay in our place. And I think over the last couple of days, as I've been thinking about how to explain this book to you guys, I've really understood that this book also highlights how you should definitely not be afraid to explore different parts of you, and how you should be exploring your new hobbies and interests and be trying to find excitement in every single thing you do and make sure that you end up doing what you want to do. And Mishel Obama did say that, as most of you probably know, that Mishel Obama was originally a lawyer, and she didn't want to be a lawyer, even though it was a well-paying job, as most people see it. Like, oh, you're so successful. Oh, you can literally do anything you want. You are grounded. You've already grounded yourself, so why would you ever want to change your job? And I'm so glad she brought this up, because I actually had a question about this. Like, I'm still becoming. I still haven't gone off to college yet, and I was actually wondering what happens if you really want to change your job. Once you've graduated college, once you've gotten a good paying job, like, what if you want to change it? What if you're not happy with yourself? And Mishel Obama took a big risk, and she did it. She jumped, and Barack Obama supported her. And you know what? Maybe they wouldn't have even been here today if she hadn't decided to switch jobs and do what she loves doing. And I really love how she highlighted and appreciated small things in this book, including how her house smells when her mom does her spring cleaning, which she does every year apparently, and how the house smells so great, which ultimately reminded me of how my parents love putting up air fresheners to make our house smell nice, so that when we come downstairs to go and eat dinner, we just get like this content, we feel content with ourselves, and honestly we feel happy with the day, because honestly the set and family time and everything. And I also wanted to mention that throughout this pandemic, it's been hard on everybody, and I think that using this time, we have all matured in some ways, whether it was reading a small book, whether it was learning patience, and whether you were inspired by some of the people who decided to speak up this year or last year. 2020 was a crazy year as well. Luckily, everything is starting to come back to normal. I doubt it will be for the next couple of years, because even with vaccines, I do think that we should all still stay careful, especially for children under the ages of 12 who are not vaccinated yet, but who will be in the future. So that being said, that was my explanation on the lessons of this book that I mainly got. And this book is basically about her entire life story, just put into a little summary, which I know this book seems huge, but it literally, her life story, most people, everybody's life stories are very different, and I actually found a lot of interest in this book because she's Mishel Obama, and there was a lot of pressure put on her as being the first black lady, and her husband was the first African American president, right? So everybody was was happy. Everybody was shocked. And there was a lot of, ultimately, there was a lot of pressure that was put on her to be perfect, to be better than all of the other first ladies, because she would be judged if she wasn't, or even if she was just a little bit behind them and behind what they were able to be successful for. And she wanted to be able to help Barack Obama with his job, with some ideas as to how we could improve America. But sometimes you just can't do that because the world or America itself will just judge you very harshly, and she couldn't afford to take those sorts of risks. I also just absolutely loved how she bring us through her get-readies before any sort of speeches. Her first speech to a crowd of over 1,000 people, and just living inside the White House itself. I'm sure everybody, every single kid, every single person has wondered what it's like living in the White House, because you know, that's such a big role. You are president of, when you're president of the United States, you're taking on such a big role. You are basically the role model of this country. You are leading this country. You are making the decisions for this country, which ultimately will make effects on the country, whether it's good or bad. And small things that I had never noticed as to how she couldn't even open the window when she was, when it was getting very, like when it was like very hot inside. Like she couldn't open the window, she couldn't do small things like that. She couldn't even go outside without a guard being about like 10 feet away from her. Can you imagine that? Like basically all of the privacy is technically sucked out of your life. And this doesn't even include all of the paparazzi, her fans. Not that it's not a great thing, but also it definitely plays a big role and takes a huge toll on your life. And I think that she knew that, and she actually didn't want anything to do with politics, and she's made it clear that she still does not, but she's proud of her place. And I think that this book is great for anybody, any age. I read the one adapted for young readers, and I definitely think that all of you should read it. And she did share some of her political views on it, which not everybody is going to agree with, but I do think that even if you do not support Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, that you should still read this book because it has a great message, and it was honestly so interesting to read. So if you guys want to check out this book, then make sure you check out the description box below, where I will leave the links down below for Amazon, Google Books, and Barnes & Nobles. Also, something that I usually don't mention in my videos is how Google Books actually has a little section on the bottom left corner of the webpage where you can find out whether this book is available at your local library or not. And if you guys want to get this from the library or check it out from the library, then make sure you do that if you don't want to buy the book. But yeah, that is my review on Becoming, adapted for young readers by Michelle Obama. As you guys know, I have a sneak peek to my book reviews where I show you guys what the next book I'm going to be reviewing looks like. And this is what it looks like. It is called The Canyon's Edge by Dusty Bowling. So make sure you check out my page. I post every Sunday. And again, if you haven't already, then make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. It means a lot to me. Again, I post every Sunday, so make sure you check out my page, and I will see you guys with a new video next Sunday. Bye, guys!